Hello and welcome to the Geekhood. I am Steen, your geek of many nerddoms. Happy day after Christmas if you celebrate. We're going to do our recap of the 3 Dice Advent calendars and see what we think. There we go. Alright, first off, let's do Chessex. I think I'm going to take these out of the containers just because we can get a better idea of the volume. So, set those aside. We have the Glacier set. I believe that's what they're calling it. So we've got all 7 there. It's a blue, marble blue, white with pink. Then we have what's being called Tinsel, which is this gray with glitter. Then we have, I forget what they were calling this. It's kind of like, it's basically a speckled set. Green and red with white and silver numbers. Then we have the purple set, which this is the 2025 set. We know this because, hello, look at that. Kind of a lovely swirled purpley blue. We have the 3 novelty D6s. Scooch this guy over so we have some room. We have 2 sets of mini dice. We have the bronze, and then we have that orangey, goldy kind of thing going on. And then in the big boys, we have a spin down, and then we have the Megahedral Frosted D12. And we also got 1 of each size box to hold everything. So all in all, tons of dice. So we've got 7, 14, 21, 28, plus another 14 is 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47 dice. Am I doing my math right? I think so. So, not bad in terms of volume. What I will say is that really only a few of them have like interesting things on them, like these novelty, like the Naughty Nice Meh. And I will say my favorite die from this has to be, by far, the Gingerbread Man who, that's how he starts. Oops. I'm not losing another die. It's not happening. And ends with a dead gingerbread man. I can't help it. I find it delightful. I love it. You know, plus they gave you plenty of things to store them in. So, that I'm good with. But, I mean, nothing super exciting. Then we have Fan Roll, which gave us the lovely dice bag. We actually got 25 dice out of 25 days of dice, which included 1. Let me grab some of these out. So, here is the mini set. So, full mini set, very glittery, hollowy kind of effect. So we've got 24 dice plus 7. So that was 31? Am I doing my math right? Yes, 31 dice. And then we have in that the set for the holiday is this guy with the elves and the Santa and the 20, which is kind of cool. And I got 3 metal dice. 1 is still hiding somewhere. I'm waiting for the brownies to give it back. Obviously, they're having a great time playing some game. But we got this D10 also, which I love. I love the way that's designed. To me, super cool. And then we got the Holiday D10, with a snowman. I mean, dude, green enamel, gold, shiny. The fact that we got 3 metal dice and that they had that novelty to it, and then the inclusion dice, those are very cool. I like those a lot. Now we've got fan roll, which is 24 dice. Where are you hiding? 24 dice, no holding of stuff. No, nothing came, no bags or anything came with it. I bought my own. But here's our 8-piece holiday set. I love the fact that it's multicolored. I think that's super cool. To me, that's a bonus. Put it there. And then we got all of those dice and also an enamel pin, which is brand new. But what I do love is I did get a metal die in there. They did not promise one, but I got a cool Clockwork metal D4, which I love. But what Cube Workshop has going for it is all these novelty dice. I mean, I got a pizza die. I mean, hello, pizza. We all know I love pizza. I discovered that this is a Witcher die. This is the Crohn's. This is Breweress is the name for this set. And then we got this really cute novelty Cube Workshop branded one where it's a present. And see, you can see the top and the sides and the bottom of the box. It is a actual present die, which I think is cool. We got a full art die, which I was hoping at least one of these would be in here, which is their new big release for this year. I got yet another of the kanji dice, which make me really, really happy. I got one of the My First Dice sets with the little dragon head. I finally figured out what it was because I'm blind. And I got a lot of other fun ones. I got a llama. I got a cat one. I got one from the Australian wildlife. I got a Valentine die. I got one of the cool new blue runic ones, which I love this color blue. So, what do I have to say for these dice? All the dice are quality. All right, let's just start there. All the dice are quality. I have nothing against any of these companies. I think that they kind of exhibited the best of what they do. All right, so let's kind of scooch these over here so we can get some definition between the groupings here. And we can see everything. Yes, I still have leftovers from all the ornaments. So, price point wise, these two, the fan roll and the Chessex, cost the same. The Cube Workshop cost about $10 more. These had to come from Poland. These two shipped from within the US. All right? So we get our little statistics out of the way. Chessex is your good, reliable standard. All right? These guys, if you have bought gaming dice at some point, if you've gone to a grab bag bin at a dice shop, at a gaming store, you've bought Chessex dice. I mean, hello, the speckled dice, everybody. I mean, most people have at least 1 or 2 speckled dice somewhere, whether it was a specific speckled set or it was a random one that they got. Good, reliable, you know you're going to get quality. They really do not do... I mean, their pound of dice are kind of seconds, but you're still getting a lot of good, reliable dice, and you get a lot of quantity, which if you are just starting out collecting dice, or you're like, this would be cool to make sure that my gaming group all gets a set of dice. I mean, you get, what, 4 full-size sets in here? 1, 2, 3, 4 full-size sets and 2 mini sets. You can get 6 people a set of dice in this. So or a family that's starting to game together, this would be really cool because you can open it over Christmas and then Christmas Day you can play. That would be fun. I love the novelty dice. Those are the ones that really got me. That and my favorite set happens to be the one that is the branded Christmas set. That's the only one that has something special on the 20. All the rest of them, they're just the usual. They have the 20, the normal number 20. I like the megahedrals. I like the size. These are great for the visually impaired if they're having problems seeing. Big contrast, very nice. If you play a lot of card games, spin up, spin down, these are fantastic. I like the arrows because you can use it either way. You can easily figure out where to go next. Plus, it's sparkly. I like the sparkly. All right. So they're good for that aspect. You get a nice mid-range on the fan roll. You get I cannot tell you, this bag is fantastic. I mean, it's a heavy bag. It's going to be durable. It's going to last. I feel like it's going to take an awful lot to get this to start coming off. It's printed on, but it's got texture. But this, I mean, the fact that it's lined, for goodness sakes. It's a beautiful bag. Love it. We'll keep this forever. These dice are actually going to live in here forever. See, they're full lining. So, yeah, this is where these dice are going to live, though I might take the holiday set out and display it just because, well, it's the holiday set and it's super cute. But I'm tempted to keep it in its bag purely because that way you can see that's that year. I love that I got 3 metal dice, even though one wandered off. Someday it will come home. But anyway, I got 3 metal dice, which is what they do best. I mean, these are fantastic. This is heavy. This is so heavy. And they've been doing, since they diversified from being Metallic Dice Games, MDG, they've diversified into doing a lot of things with inclusions, which I love these. They're so cute. I love them. But I will say some of these are kind of meh. I mean, some of them are okay. Some of them you need really good light. This one, you need really good light to enjoy this one. It's kind of on the muddy side. I mean, this is like, I'm tempted to call it the Swamp Thing die. I mean, but then they do things like this with the little gold cutouts in it. Or, where'd that D4 go? There it is. Or this Triskelion almost one where it's got the little... Ah, where did... You are not wandering away. And Gwen, stay with her. Darn it. Well, if you're going to be down there, find your friend. Oh, there you are. All right. Found it. Not the metal one, just the four-sider. But see, it's got those little notches, so it looks kind of like a Triskelion. Plus, it is green, so I like that too. So, I mean, some of them are meh, but then again, you never know what you're getting. The first year I got Q Workshop, I had so many that were just like, oh, look, it's brown, it's tan, it's blah. Okay? Color-wise was not very exciting. But I gave them a chance, and this is my first fan roll one. I think it's only the second one they've done. I mean, I love the color red. I love the gold dice, but is this exciting? No. But, then I got the caramel die. I love this thing. I think that's really cool. It looks like a layer of chocolate caramel. So, kind of mixed bag. But the metal dice and the inclusions and the couple ones I really, really liked, the couple of those interesting ones with the little cutouts in them, love. Really happy with that. Q Workshop. This is their 6th year. They really know what they're doing. And they are known for this kind of thing. this engraving. That is their bread and butter, is this engraving. I mean, hello. Let's go with the Viking die. I mean, that's super cool. I do love this metal. The metal die are not their forte. I have a couple, and I have one that I'm kind of like, meh, because it's not as deeply etched as this. This is not their specialty, though. Their specialty is doing fun things like these. I mean, we've got, here's the cat die. Great color. They've been doing more glitter lately. They've been doing a lot of animal themed. I did hope for a cow die because that's kind of their new one, but you know, you're not always going to get it. But I got another llama die. The llama dice make me happy. I mean, see, there's the llama. So they're known for these special cutouts and these special engravings. And they do something fun every year for the holiday. And it's the only way to get this version is literally in this calendar. You can't get it any other way. They did do a different colorway of this die, this set, that you could buy as a box set. But you want the colorways that you're seeing here, you have to get the advent calendar. It's the only place to get them. But, I mean, they have so many neat little novelty sets, and I have been, trying to get I've been making groupings out of them. So I've enjoyed that. So, what are my plans with the Dice Advent Calendars? I have to say, the choices on what you get are going to depend on what your goal is. If you want to get like a family or your gaming group all cool new dice one year, Chessex. Get the Chessex. You're going to get 6 sets. 2 people who like minis, you give them those. Everybody else gets the full size. You get a couple cool novelty ones. Tons of dice. So you get a lot of dice for your money. And you know that they're going to be good quality, very reliable dice. Are they necessarily going to be the most exciting things you've ever gotten? Maybe, maybe not. Depends on the year. I love their set for the year. I do think that one is particularly gorgeous, and I do love that gingerbread. I like the novelty dice. They do these sometimes, but it's not, they don't go whole hog into that. Do you want a variety? I mean, you got a mini set. You don't need this many dice. You're like, ugh. But you want some metal dice. Fan roll. That's where you want to go. You want to get the fan roll dice if you want some cool inclusions. And you get some other miscellaneous dice. So you'll get 2 full sets and some fun stuff. That's not bad. And you get a bag to hold them all in. So you get a good assortment. You can put some of them in dice jail. And you got some trade outs there. If you really love the sets, the designed sets that have all the carving and all of that, then you want the Q Workshop. A little more expensive. You don't get anything to hold them in. But, I mean, they always do something special. This year it was the pin. Let me see if I can get him up here and get a better look at him. I can't decide if he's screaming or he's happy. It depends on the angle. I think he's supposed to be happy, but he looks a little bit like he's screaming. But like in previous years, they had the metal coin. Last year we had the metal D10. As you can see, the etching is not nearly so deep in that, or as defined as it is in metallic in the fan roll dice. But it was still cool. So, it depends on what you're going for. I love the etching. I absolutely do. I've always had fun with the novelty of Q Workshop. I'm going to continue with the Q Workshop ones. Definitely. Fan roll. I love their metal dice. I love their metal dice so very much. And I like the variety. And I love the fact that they give you a bag. And I'm not saying this because I'm an affiliate of theirs. I legitimately I would not have applied to become an affiliate of theirs if I didn't legitimately love their dice. And I mean, hello. These two are gorgeous. I love them so much. And their inclusion dice. They have really stepped up their game when they left being just a metal dice company. And I love the fonts. I mean, even if, I'm not necessarily a lavender and blue person, but the font. I mean, I love how big they've got and clear they've got a font on a standard size D10. And we've got a variety of fonts. So we go from, this guy to, let me find the 7 on this. Similar, but then they have more standard kinds of dice fonts. These are more standard. So, I've got some interesting stuff in here. So I know I'm going to get Q Workshop, and I know I'm going to get Fan Roll. I am unlikely to get the Chessex again, just because I don't need this quantity of dice, and I'm not getting as much, for me, special stuff. I mean, these 3 little guys that I love very much are not enough to have me coming back for this. I'd have to find out more about what they're doing next year before I would do it. And it's not because of quality or anything like that. It's that these 2 give me special things that I really love. I will always love Chessex. I mean, hello. I still go buy lab dice. I mean, hello. Beautiful. This is Chessex. But I don't need this quantity. This is almost too much for me. I'm a collector. I mean, hello. I got 3 dice advent calendars. But this does not hit the same sweet spot as these 2 do for me. But you do what you want. I just wanted you to be able to compare these and see what you liked. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I compared them all. I'm thinking next year we'll still do 3, but we'll do Fan Roll, we'll do Q Workshop, and then I'm going to order a goofy advent calendar off of Temu. A cheap one, like $8, and see how bad it is. Because it'll be fun. But, so there's my evaluation. Do with that what you will, but I thoroughly enjoyed doing this. I'm having a lot of fun looking at these dice. I know that some of these will end up getting used for very specific characters. I'm probably going to root through some of these to get D10s for when I run 7th Sea later next year, I should say, 2026. But it was fun. It was a fun experiment. I am glad I did it. So, do with my evaluation what you will, but Q Workshop and Fan Roll, by far my favorites. So I would rate them. Q Workshop is my number 1. Fan Roll is a very close number 2 because, I mean, hello, Metal Dice. Love you. You good dice. Now we just need your sibling to get back here. And Chessex, I enjoy them very much, but not enough to get me to go back for the advent calendar. I'll still go get my lab dice. I mean, come on, let's be real. But they do pretty dice. But this was not, in comparison, not as special and interesting. I mean, I want this level of special in here. That's, I think, my issue. But, maybe next year they'll say, okay, we're making, something very specific, or we're going the lab dice route and doing something super cool. We'll see what they say next year. But these 2, definitely. Now I am off to enjoy my Christmas gifts, including Lego. I built a little Lego dude. I got some Lego sets. I'm going to go build some now. Thanks for joining me on this advent calendar journey. I really appreciate it. And I will be back for streaming on Saturday, so that'll be fun. We'll be doing ESO, as usual. I mean, it's still new life. I still got stuff to get. So have a great rest of the holiday season, whatever holiday you're celebrating. And I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, and I'm going to go and finish my reading after I build some Lego, because I've got to finish out the Westmark trilogy and hopefully get my video on But Have You Read started with that. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me.